All right, welcome everybody. Damaso dropping a Thanksgiving treat, a new 256 gigabyte Raspberry Pi 4 Nostalgia Dreams image with more games, more updates, and he's got hack games in here, so I'm liking it from a different perspective of a different choice as far as what was included on the system. It's not a give-all image. It's definitely hand-selected, as you're going to see. Cool theme here. A lot of custom artwork. He has his overlays. Background music from Dr. Disrespect. Let me just start out with telling you the file size. It's 224 gigabytes at 240 billion bytes to see if it's going to fit or not. A lot of people want to ask that question up front. If you go over here, you go far over to all games. There's a couple fixes I'll show you just in a moment if you are booting it up for the first time. This is the reloaded version. There's two versions, so be careful with which one you download. They are released within the couple of days of each other. There's the reloaded and then the one that doesn't say the word reloaded. And you probably want the reloaded one, as that is the newer version. So I had an issue with this image as well. It crashed on me multiple times. I'm using a 512 gigabyte, so way bigger SD card than I need. A Samsung Select, same card I use for all images. So just so you know, be forewarned. I think it's just, I don't know what the issue is, but it could be fixed. It's a great image otherwise. So on first boot, you're going to want to go over here to options, click in audio tools. This is where I like to turn off the background music. If you're going to turn off if you're going to keep the background music, you don't have to do this, but you turn off the background music. The other thing I would do is go back, hit start on your controller here, and I would go to UI settings over here, not UI, sound settings. And then I like to turn this is off, right? And so what that'll do is I turn mine on. So now when I go to a game, I hear sound here. Okay, see how I hear the music for this video? If that is off, if this is off, and it's off by default because you're gonna have your background music on. But once I turn my background music on, I like to turn the enable video audio so I can hear the video snaps. It's better for a YouTube video, but I understand like some of you out there might prefer the music, and there's some Dr. Disrespect music in there, some Raul, and some of his classics. So. The other fix that's even more important, I probably should have started with that one, is you go to options over here. You need to go over to Raspberry config, and you have to expand the file system. It's my understanding that it does not set up by default. So you click that, you're going to see the screen over here. You're going to go to advanced options here, hit right on your controller to go over to select here. Go ahead and press A to go in. And then you're going to press A1 here, you're going to stay on A1, so don't move down, but then hang a right on your D-pad, and then hit select here. And then it'll ask you to continue, say yes, and then it'll say you need to restart, and hit yes, and then restart. Okay, I already did mine, so I'm not going to go ahead and do this again. But what that does is it frees up any extra space you would have in your micro SD card. All right, and that brings us here. So let's go ahead and see what we have here as far as game collections. So all my games, 7,612, arcade, 1,100 games. And I already went through these. I was playing with the image before. Ooh. Is that a freeze? All right, so within the arcade set, pretty standard arcade set, except I know he likes wrestling games, he likes sports games, so you might see some more of those. I did find some good light gun games on here as well, with a couple alien games, Monster Raid or Zombie Raid, and quite a few. He's big into Batman, things like that. I've noticed a trend throughout the years, and so you'll see a lot more of that. So a little different here. That's why I'm kind of spending a little bit more time here. The arcade set you got Chase HQ. Some of this is a little different. It's not this, a lot of image creators have slightly different arcade sets. So I think that's one of the differentiators here. You got Darkstalkers, and it looks like he put pretty much all the arcade MAME things in this particular. The way it's sorted is all in here as well. But we'll go through. And so far, the gameplay's been great. It does have his own like nostalgia. It's very nostalgia dreams. Like the whole theme is on nostalgia. Oops, I went over. It's on nostalgia dreams. So the overlays, the video that starts in the beginning. So it's kind of got this Damaso custom theme around. If you don't like that and you like more, just give me a console overlay, you can change those out and change those looks there. But as you see here, very I'm drawing a blank right now. This background music, the background photo you're seeing right now, that kind of retro synth, very much theme here with the Dr. Disrespect music, as well as with the artwork, with the intro video. So, Marble Madness, get your trackballs ready. And it asked for my controller on first boot, so there's no issues there whatsoever. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. There's a lot. I mean, this is a good arcade set. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. It's nice to see that Ultimate is moved up with the rest. Instead of in U, it's in M. And all the arcade set looks like it's all been renamed. Pretty good, except some of the games, which has the versions, which is fine. Some people like to know what version of the ROM they're playing, especially when there's like variations in some of the versions. And Porky's Power Instinct. I thought that was Killer Instinct for a second. I was like, really? Killer Instinct does not run well on the Raspberry Pi 4. Maybe we can get a Pi 5. With supply chain issues, probably not anytime soon. But we did get that new Pi 0W, which is nice. Oh, I went over to Neo Geo again. My bad. Let's go up. We got Raiden 2, Raiden DX, the new Raiden 2, and Raiden. Wow. Got all the Raidens. Return of the Jedi, RoboCop 1 and 2, Run and Gun 1 and 2, Salamander 1 and 2. It's good to see both versions. So yeah, all the video snaps seem to be working well. And you'll see here a lot of, in the hack games, there's a lot of like homebrew and things like that. That's kind of cool about this image. That's what I was most excited about, just because I see so many of these. And it locked up again. All right, and then from Z up here, just about done with the arcade set. I am having those crashes, so, oh, that was my D-pad, my analog stick, I mean. Turkey hunting. Look at that. Oh. Looks like somebody's playing that. Oh, see, it crashed again. All right, so 1,100 arcade games, 140 Neo Geo, 52 Naomi. Really quick, let's see if we can get through these without it crashing. Open Bore 49. Mugen, you got 8 games here. Nice to see. Marvel vs. DC Superheroes. Atari 2600, 500, 7800, 58. Actually have a lot of Family Computer System 128, Nintendo FDS 144, NES 780. Actually have most of them. NES Hacks and Homebrew 200, Super Famicom 189, SNES, pretty much all of them. MSU, the nicer soundtracks on the games. Really high quality graphics here too. I'm really digging the artwork here on the lower left. That looks really good. Well, at least the Donkey Kongs do. SNE Hacks and Homebrews, over 100. That's going to be fun. N64, only 39, but I mean, a lot of these games don't run that great. A lot of the other games, all these ones on here run great, but as you know, N64 and the Pi is a long battle. Game Boy 562, Game Boy Color 537, Game Boy Advance, only 100, so, which is fine. There's so many like duplicates and games you'll never play, but there's 1,000 Game Boy Advance games. Virtual Boy, pretty much all of them. PC Engine CD 11. Let's see what we got there. TurboGrafx 1696, so big collection there. Super Graphics 5, pretty standard to have these 5. MS-DOS 16 games. It's actually only about 10 games. You got the Oregon Trail, though. That's all it was about. Amiga 93, 68,000, 19. PCFX, you got 1 game. Ports, you got Chromium, browser, Kodi, Pixel, Steam Link, Open Bore, the actual emulators. Sony PlayStation 179, so huge PlayStation set. That's where a lot of your space is on this image. SG 1066, Master System 256, Sega Genesis, pretty much all of them. Hacks and homebrews over almost 100. So those can be fun to play. You got 27 Mega Drive games from Japan, Game Gear 248, Sega 32X, you have 30, Sega CD 55, Sega Saturn 30. Interesting that he included so many. Sega Saturn's hit or miss. You know, it does lag a little bit on the Pi, in my opinion. There's some really good Street Fighter games in this whole system that I've been, I'll play, you know, one later, but pretty nice. Nice Dreamcast and Naomi set. A lot of great games to play here. That's pretty cool, especially for 256. Like, this is a lot of games to include. All right, you got your Pixel, your Steam, and your options. As far as what do we got here? Visual tools. You got Bezel Project you can play with. Hershey's themes. Okay. I think this is a Supreme Team base image from what I'm seeing here. Emulation tools, controller tools, Sinden Leica, nice to see. Yeah. You even have the Zinmo if you're running like a bar top or arcade controls. And then you got your power scripts, shutdown, and system reboot. So that's it. Let's play some games. So this is Mario Kart 64 amped up. So if you notice, if you click your R and L buttons, you can go between to the custom set one, and there's all new Mushroom Flower and Star Cups. There's some Diddy Kong Racing ones. There's some Zelda ones. It's pretty cool. I recommend checking this one out. Cool little hack or homebrew game. Woo! I don't know this map. Do they show you the map? Adding injury to insult. Oh, it's over. Okay. Don't want to talk about that. Alright, so final thoughts as I play some more games here. The freezing was frustrating, and if you go on Arcade Punks, you can see some of the comments. There's many other people who are having that same issue. That being said, I like Damaso. I think he's a great image creator. He's made some really good images. And I don't know what's going on here. I think it might be the base. All my freezes happen in the menu system with the video snaps. Maybe it's because I turned my audio on. Maybe I got to turn my audio off. You know, I don't know. It shouldn't be crashing, though. That's the bottom line. It shouldn't be. That being said, it's a really cool image. I really like the game collection. I would love it to be re-released again, maybe on a different base or with some sort of fixes. You know, as far as this image, I can't super recommend it because of those crashes. I think it's going to, steer a lot of people away. But, everything else about it was just great. I love the game selections. I love that there was homebrews and hacks included. I love the theme and everything going on with it. The art section, that whole part is very polished. So it has a lot going for it. Those crashes were a little, like I said, frustrating, especially for me, because I'm trying to make a video, keep having to restart my Pi. That being said, you could restart a Pi a lot of times. My Pi's probably been restarted hundreds of times. So it's not like an end-all thing, but, that's what I think. I'm not going to really give this one a grade, just give you what I experienced. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.